I looked up and Jade was pinning Marina, and it was done. Welcome back to another episode of Wrestle Capsule, where you're going to be getting your weekly dose of pro wrestling talk. And I'm your host, B. So welcome back to the show. Today we are going to be talking about some things that went down on Wednesday night Dynamite. There was some cool stuff that I enjoyed, and there was some stuff that rubbed me the wrong way, made me feel weird in my tummy. Like, we're just gonna get into it right now. So we're just gonna be highlighting some things that happened. We're not gonna go through the whole show. We got my day one subscribers already know the deal, so let's get down to it. So the first match that I want to talk to you guys about happened to be the first match of the night, which was between Jay Lethal and Darby Allin. Now, I have to say this, I've already said it on my channel before, but whenever these two have a match, I enjoy it every time. It is so freaking good. I love these two going at it. I think they've been going at it really hard since I think it was the Dynamite anniversary show. And the fact that Jay Lethal put Darby Allin in a figure 4 leg lock under the barricade, I was like, y'all, there's no mercy, no mercy. And as per usual, I love seeing Darby Allin do that coffin splash off the ropes. Like, I'm telling you, he uses his body as a weapon. And the fact that Darby Allin reversed the lethal injection that Jay was about to do and turned it into like a sleeper hold, I'm just like, what the? I thought it was over when Jay was going to do the lethal injection, and then Darby was like, not today. And it was so cool because the crowd was also into this match. I could audibly hear the crowd chanting for Jay and also chanting for Darby. But what really threw me for a loop with this match was when Darby, because of course Jay Lethal's boys, Sanji and Satnam were out on ringside, just supporting, but when Darby Allin went to go fly out of the ring to Satnam and hit him, and Satnam barely moved, I was just like,
oh wait, oh my goodness, it's like he hit a brick wall.
Wait, he's like a freaking tree, a freaking wall. Like, there's literally no impact on Satnam, but Darby felt all of that, and he was like on the ground. Like, it was giving me I Am the Table vibes.
I am the table,
but it's more like I am the wall. What I wasn't expecting was Jeff Jarrett to come out of nowhere to be with Jay Lethal Incorporated. I like to call them Jay Lethal Incorporated. And he's a heel, obviously, and he hits Darby Allin over the head with a guitar. And he cuts this promo, and you could hear the crowd saying, you still suck to Jeff. And I'm just like, wasn't he just at WWE like a second ago? And the transition, it was just too fast for me, but that's neither here nor there. The fact that Britt Baker did not show up for the interview with Renee Paquette and Saraya was funny. It was comical. Because it was on the match card. It was on, they've been promoting this, and for Britt to not be there, that was a smart move to go, because that is so in Britt's character. She can't stand Saraya, and she knows, and we all know in the wrestling community, that Saraya and Renee are like besties. So for her to not show up is almost like she knew in her mind. She was like, I am not trying to be ganged up on in this interview. Y'all trying to make me look bad. I'm an AEW original. Bump, you have several seats at the park. So it was funny that she didn't show up at the interview, and it gave Saraya an opportunity to cut a promo, say what she needs to say, get some things off of her chest. And it's a comfortable space because you have Renee Paquette. One thing that threw me for a loop was when Saraya mentioned that she got hit by a car and still wrestled the very night. And in my mind, I'm just like, what in the world? When did this happen? I'm just like, what the freak? Like, this is crazy. She's happy to be in AEW and she saw this opportunity, and it led to Renee asking her about her being medically cleared. And I'm just like, what we gonna get tonight? What you gonna say? I was expecting her to talk about it, but she said she's gonna go to consult one more doctor before divulging that information. I'm just like, Saraya, stop playing games. You better tell us what's going on, okay? We were waiting for this. Like, stop it. Spill the beans, spill the rice, bring the pico de gallo, okay? We ready to go. So there was a Ring of Honor World Championship match. I will say this before I move forward. Maybe it's just me. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think, but I get why Tony continues to have ROH matches on AEW television. I get it. You're trying to build it up. You're trying to get it in people's faces. You're trying to rebuild Ring of Honor. But the problem with that is I feel like he's done enough to the point where I think it's time for Tony to separate AEW and Ring of Honor. These are two separate companies, two separate histories. You know, like Ring of Honor has a special legacy and history, and I think it can stand on its own. Like, Ring of Honor had fans before it went down, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I feel like enough's enough. I'm tired of seeing Ring of Honor stuff on AEW. I just want it to be separate. I'll watch Ring of Honor and I'll watch AEW, but stop shoving it down people's throats. Like, it's just weird to me at this point. I just want them to be separate finally, because with them being separate, you have more, Tony. You have more than enough talent in the women's division and in the men's division that if you and they see fit that they're better matched on the Ring of Honor brand, then so be it. Let's just do it that. We got talent that we have not even seen yet that could be utilized much better on Ring of Honor. And you have the perfect opportunity to spread out your divisions, so it's not like we keep seeing the same people over and over again. We get to see new faces. And I'm not even talking about Elevation or any of his other shows that he has on YouTube. Like, this is strictly Dynamite Rampage. Like, he can spread it out, man, because it's just getting old to me. So like I said, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. Some of you might think that it's cool and they like seeing Ring of Honor on Dynamite. Okay, I'm not. But anyway, let me get back off the tangent. And like I was saying, there's a Ring of Honor World Championship match between champion Chris Jericho, Chris Jericho, and a former Ring of Honor champion. I was not expecting Colt Cabana to come out. And some people will say it's a cheap pop. Some people will say, you know, I don't care about Colt. Colt sucks. He's a piece of crap. Like, they'll say their stuff. I really don't care. I'm gonna have my opinion and say what I gotta say, because I ain't afraid, okay? Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and my opinion is I was happy to see Colt Cabana. I wonder if he's gonna be back in the Dark Order or if he's gonna just go on his own. People were for it, and it was a great way to introduce him back, because Chris Jericho has been, I mean, we all love him as a heel. He's just stellar at a heel, and lately as Ring of Honor World Champion, he has been pissing on this championship that he's had, and he's been cheating, and he's not been abiding by the Ring of Honor Code of Honor. It was great to have that. And I'm not familiar with Ring of Honor history as I would like to be. I might need to go back in time and look at some stuff, but I did not know that Colt Cabana was a two-time former Ring of Honor tag team champion. okay, Colty boy. We heard the welcome back chants for Colt, so that was warm and fuzzy, you know what I'm saying? How do I get started with this? The TBS Championship match between champion that doesn't have the belt right now, Jade Cargill, versus Marina Shafir. It's so weird to see Jade Cargill be introduced as the TBS champion, and she comes out with no championship belt, and she's supposed to be fighting Marina Shafir. And this match has been built up, and I know they had their match before, and of course Jade won it, and that match was so short. I looked down at my phone as I was taking notes. I heard Nyla Rose in the back being funny, being her normal entertaining self, because I feel like they needed Nyla Rose to come out to occupy the fans and to keep them entertained, because the match between Jade Cargill and Marina Shafir was not entertaining, and it was short, and it was disappointing. I'll be honest. It was pretty disappointing. I had a feeling that Jade was going to win, but it just seemed like the wrestlers in this match were not in the match, and I don't know if it was because of the Twitter stuff. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I don't know, but I looked up and Jade was pinning Marina, and it was done. When are we going to have this match between Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs? If you guys have been with me for a while, you guys would remember one of my Dynamite episodes. I was talking about wanting Tony to book Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs to have a match because I'm so proper, because these two are such powerhouse wrestlers. I looked at these two guys and I was just like, this match needs to happen. It would be so good. I need to see a match happen for these two. And now that there is a TNT Championship belt in the picture, even more so. So they did tease it. Tony did tease it yesterday with Powerhouse Hobbs coming out of nowhere and attacking Wardlow. But I was hoping that there would be more. That was like very short, and I felt like that could be done differently. Like, I'm glad that this is now a possibility, not like we're seeing it on television, on Dynamite, that this is a possibility. But I feel like the way that it was done was kind of that would have been dope if Wardlow was like doing like an interview in the back with Tony or something like that, and then Powerhouse Hobbs came out of nowhere and started attacking him, and then these two start going at it in the back, and then you have a whole bunch of AEW officials come and try to break them up, knocking down stuff, breaking stuff. Now that would have been something. But for him to just attack this big guy, just attack him and then hold the TNT Championship belt and be like, yo, this gonna be mine. I'm just like, I wanted more. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought about Dynamite. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.